Hello, hi, 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 hi. That was a strange start to Sunday Club today. Hi everybody and welcome to a club on not just any old Sunday, but today is a very special Sunday. It's called Palm Sunday. Have you ever heard of that before? Palm Sunday is the Sunday that is just before Easter. And I love Easter time. I hope you do too, because things I love about Easter are, well, Easter eggs, of course. Do you see some Easter eggs in my little garden here? And little chicks. Hello. And I think around Easter, often you sort of get little bunny rabbits. Yoo-hoo. And beautiful flowers, of course, at Easter time. Have you got lovely flowers in your garden at the moment? So Easter's amazing, and even better, maybe if you've been doing schoolwork recently, you will have some time off school for holidays. But now Easter in the Bible is a very, very special time. You already know that Christmas is very special, and why is that? Because Jesus was born at Christmas. But do you know what happened at Easter time? Jesus died at Easter time, which sounds very, very sad, and it was, but it was all part of God's plan. So today, we're going to have a story about that time called Palm Sunday. And also we're going to have a game right now that Claire and I are going to play. Okay, so Claire's here with me and we are going to play our game. And for our game, well, normally you would use the inside of a kitchen roll, but we don't have any kitchen roll that's empty at the moment. So I made 2 rolls of paper and I sellotape them together into a nice big roll, and Claire gets one and I get one, and then Claire is going to get a cup. There you are, Claire. And I need a cup. So you could play this at home if you want to, just for fun. Now what you need is something very small and quite easy to pick up, and hopefully something you can eat and something very tasty. So we have taken marshmallows, little tiny ones. And let's spread them all out, Claire. Spread them out, spread them out, spread them out, spread them out. And when I say go, what we need to do is we need to look through the roll and we need to pick up 1 marshmallow at a time and put it into our cup. Okay? And when they're all finished, we'll see who got the most marshmallows. Ready, steady, go! This is actually quite difficult. It's very hard to do. Keep your eyes closed, Claire. No peeking. No peeking. Have we got them all? Let's see. No. Scan. Let's scan. I think we've got them all. Okay. Let's see how many you got, and let's see how many I got. 1, 2, 3. I got 8.
11.
Oh, she won that time. Okay, now this time we're going to empty them onto the table. We're going to move them all around. Okay, now this time we will not use the roll. And we just have to pick up 1 at a time and put them into the cup. Are you ready, Claire?
Yeah.
Okay, ready, steady, go! Cheeky! Let's count again. I hope I've won this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got exactly the same as last time. I got 8. How many did you get?
11.
Don't play Claire, she's too good. Anyway, that was good fun. But listen, Claire, which one was easier? Was it easier to pick up the marshmallows when you were looking through the roll, or was it easier without the roll?
Definitely easier without the roll.
And why? Why was that?
Well, I could see everything when I didn't have the roll. I could see where all the marshmallows were, so I could beat you.
You could beat me. And when you were using this, what was difficult?
I could only see one at a time.
Yeah, it was really hard, wasn't it? Tiny little vision. You see, when you are looking through a roll, you only have a very small vision, and it's very, very difficult. And that helps us to move into our story. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
Our story today takes place in Jerusalem. Here's Jerusalem, and you're only seeing a little bit of Jerusalem because Jerusalem was a huge big city. And the people who ruled in Jerusalem were called the Romans. And they were nasty people, and they were not kind at all. But Jesus was making his way to Jerusalem. And he was making his way to Jerusalem for a very special reason, because Jesus actually knew he was going to Jerusalem to die. That's such a strange thing to imagine, because everybody loved Jesus. His disciples loved him. All the people in every town he went to loved him because he used to make people who were sick better. He used to tell wonderful stories, and he used to do amazing things. Do you remember when he made the sea go calm when the boat was nearly sinking? So many wonderful things that Jesus did, and the people really loved him. So when they heard he was going to Jerusalem, they all came out into the street and they were so excited. Jesus! Jesus! He was so popular. He was more popular than Paw Patrol. He was more popular than all your favourite toys. He was more popular than anybody. They loved Jesus. And actually, do you know what? They wanted Jesus to be their king. They hoped if Jesus would be their king, that he would beat the Romans, and then Jerusalem would be a lovely place to live. So they expected Jesus to arrive in Jerusalem like a king. And they wanted him to arrive on an enormous big horse and maybe have a sword in his hand, because he was going to come and he was going to beat all the Romans. But you see, Jesus would say that the people were looking through something very narrow. They were not seeing the big picture, because Jesus had another plan, and it was not what the people wanted, and it was not what the people expected. So did he arrive on a great big horse? No. Did he arrive like a great big king? No. Here's what Jesus did. He said to his disciples, I want you to find a young donkey that nobody has ever ridden on before. And they did. And they put some coats on the donkey. And then Jesus started to make his way towards Jerusalem. And all the people cheered, hooray, Jesus, Jesus. And they all said, Hosanna. Hosanna means save us, Jesus, save us. And here's what they did. They went to the palm trees and they took lots of palm leaves and they put them in the road so that the donkey could walk on them. Maybe that would be nicer for the donkey's hooves. Some of them even took some clothes and they put them in the road. Again, maybe it would make it nicer for the donkey to walk along. And Jesus rode the donkey towards Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. And I am just sticking a few of the palm branches into the hands of these people because they also waved palm branches. I think they were going, hey, Jesus, Maybe they were saying, look at me, or maybe they were just saying, we love you, we think you're wonderful. So the people all had great plans for Jesus. They wanted him to be their king. They wanted him to be the ruler of Jerusalem. But you see, Jesus had other plans. Jesus' plans were to be a servant, to love and care for the people, not to be their king. And also, he knew that it was time for him to die. So he was never going to be their king in that way. But he was a king because he was God's son. And the most amazing thing happens after he dies. It's not awful, it's good news. And that's the good news we celebrate on Easter Sunday, which is next week. And I've got a lovely story to tell you about what happened on Easter Sunday next week. Now, normally on Palm Sunday, Reverend Andrew gives everybody in church, boys and girls, mums and dads, grannies and grandpas, and everybody a cross made of a palm leaf. And the cross is to remind us that Jesus died on a cross. And the palm leaf is something that he wants us to wave on the Sunday, just like the people did, because we are saying, Jesus, you really are the King of Kings. You're not the King of Jerusalem, but you're the King of everybody in the world, and you're the King of our hearts. So next week, I'm going to be doing another Sunday Club, because it's a really special day. Even though Jesus does die on the cross, Sunday, Easter Sunday, is a day of fantastic celebration and joy, because God had a great big plan, and it was a plan for you and for me and for everybody in the world. And we'll hear more about that next week. So for now, bye and have a great week.